Mbona kazi napita kwenda wapi? We come again. Uh-oh. Is it on there? Okay, guys. So this is okay. So these are not the only ones. We have more than these. We should think what do you call punctuation marks. Common punctuation marks. We also have a dash. When do we use a dash? It's not just the way you want. A dash. That means separating maybe words or separating sentences, isn't it? Can you put a dash at the end of your sentence? No. Okay. And don't put a comma before and. Some people would write this. In fact, the and is only used to combine nouns, not sentences. I went to Duangwa and I ate sima. No. It means if I went to Duangwa, full stop, I ate sima. Another one. But I can say Emily and gift. A house and a car. But I cannot say use two sentences combining. No. Okay. Let me give you an example. If you, in a sentence, simple sentence, we have what do you call a subject, verb, then object. This is English, which we need to know. We need to know English. A subject is the main of it, okay? Or we call it a predicate. So we can say here, goats, okay, plus eat plus grass. So these are goats eat grass. So this is, we look at, but you cannot say and cows eat grass too. That's just an example. It means this one is another sentence. You can't. But if you say goat eat grass and leaves, okay, you can end there. But not and to start another statement. Just know that when you're starting another statement with an and, that statement should stand on its own. Okay? Do you agree? Do you understand that? Please. Then also take care of the relationship between the noun and the verb. Not goats eat. This is so common as we hear people like, people likes, this is I can see in social media, very busy. There doesn't, oh, you can be arrested for that. Animals eat. Yes, sir. Because there is S at the end of animals. They don't say the verb should also have an S. No, that's not English. Okay? Right. I just digress a little bit of that. And we will be talking much about English as we go because our English needs improving. Our English really needs improving. And we need to be reading this. There's nothing, no harm. Go and read Sunday books. Because we miss somewhere there. We miss somewhere in primary. There's nothing wrong. Go back. Check your siblings' homework. Check some 5 books, some 6. Because now that you have matured, your understanding will be very fast. The book which you used to read for 1 year, you just read for 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes, even 20 minutes, you are done, isn't it? But you learn a few things. Read the grammar there. What's the grammar for primary school? Grammar for it is the same. So if you lost the basics, if today you can't distinguish between a man eats sima and men Right, still eats. You say, because a man then there's no, Eats sima. This one you can be arrested. So verb noun relation, we call that conjugation. No it. What verb comes after? Then there's a past tense. I did not came. They will arrest you for that. When you use did here, that verb does not comes present. It should be what? I did not come. They look simple, but this is what we hear people speaking. Writing. It's all wrong. I did not come. But you can say I came, isn't it? That's correct. I didn't eat. You. You can be arrested. Okay? But also, I'll be digressing. Also, let me just be anything. Also, another thing. Look at the other verbs that end with ed. The verbs like, you can say, I enjoyed dancing. Okay. I jumped. My goodness me. Yes. I jumped. Person, see me. I jumped fence, or the fence. I'll be talking a lot. Okay, fine. But I put, can you say I put it? I put it on the floor. So the other verbs, it cost me life. This is never costed. Because yesterday I said it costed me. No. It cost. Unless you're talking in accounts. This cost him his life or her life. This thing, yesterday, how much was it? 2 years ago, it cost, still it means it costs, isn't it? If I put an S here, it means it costs, it's present. But here, just know that it's the past. So look at these other verbs. I didn't brought it. Guys, this is wrong. But what should we say? I didn't bring it. So it's practice. Let's practice as much as possible. These past tense. Okay? The basic of writing, because we're writing in English, we need to understand the basic grammar in English. How to write, how to use the language properly. Otherwise, you will disturb people when they are reading, you are awake or listening to you. Okay, use a comma, so it helps to make, let's go back to comma issues. As I said, I sent on the group, okay? We're on page 49 now. Okay. Oh, yeah, he's right. He's right. Page 86. I'm thinking about something else. Page 86 of the document. That's correct. Pastor, you were right. So then that's where you see the common marks of punctuation. We have period or full stop. Comma, you can see how they look in there. Semicolon. When do we use semicolon? We will see as we go. Colon, question mark, exclamation mark, quotation mark, apostrophe, dash, parenthesis. They have left so many other things. Okay. So, a full stop indicates the end of declarative statement. Declarative statement. Eh? What, what is a declarative statement? Okay. A declarative sentence, or rather, is one that is neither a question, a command, or an explanation. Eh? E.g., my wife spoke extensively. Okay. So it's neither of, it's not a question, it's not an exclamation. Okay? We have lunch tonight. Lunch tonight? Who is that? Which country that they have lunch tonight? What I know is we have supper tonight. But these people will have lunch tonight. Oh. Also, a full stop is also used to mark an acceptable abbreviation. For instance, Professor, Doctor, General, Archbishop, PhD, BSc, MSc. Okay. So these are initials, HB, like this guy said, H. Musukwa. Yeah. So according to these other writers, if the final letter of the full word is retained in the abbreviation, as in doctor, doc, limited, the full stop is optional, the period is optional. Okay, for example, you say, Dr. Wakut, yes? We know what they mean here is that doctor, we know it's like that, isn't it? So you say DR. So it's, oh my dear, this is personal. What's happening? It's parking, eh? Oh. So the first letter, the last letter is R here. So it's, where do you have, okay, another one is limited. They have given up there. So you have LTD, eh? So when you have doctor, because this ends with the last letter, it's optional to put a first stop there, isn't it? You can put it or leave it because it's ending with the last word, eh? That's what they're telling us. Don't just put it 8.5. Okay, then we have the full stop is further used before a decimal between, that is their money, between Kwacha and Tamba, isn't it? Are those, that's back? Oh. Okay, so it is, let's say, between Naya and Kobo. But for Kobo, why is for this one? How much is that? Huh? How much money is that? Uh-huh. 5 Tamba, isn't it? Yes. What about this? Okay, yeah. So can you give me some 4.6 Tamba there? What can you use that money today? Just an example. Okay. Okay. Even this more places when you're solving mathematics, isn't it? So they say, find the what is the dividend between of 20,000 kwacha and okay for 17. What's the share? Yeah, for good of 20,000 kwacha for 17 people. I know you don't like mathematics, but you have to. So what is the share of 20,000 kwacha for 17 people? How do you get the share there? Again? Dividing it. Come, you will say, you know mathematics, so that you don't want to stretch yourself to a certain level. You can tell there's a division, isn't it? Okay, so divide on your phones. Let's get, what do you get? How much number? Is what? No, point. When the after a point, we don't mention as switching, eh? 0.4. There is a 7. Is it 0.4, 7? Just give me the original number after point. 0.58823. Okay. So it can be 0.5, isn't it? Fifth number, isn't it? That's what it meant, isn't it? We are connecting this to this, isn't it? Any number above from 0.5, 0.6 is considered as 1, isn't it? So add. Okay. You know these things, but when we say now we go deeper because you simply give up and say, oh, no, no, even in radio or TV, you need to round up figures. You not say 14.5, it would be difficult. It's about 15%. Instead of saying you say about 15%, isn't it? But this is 14.2 is about what? 14%, isn't it? Okay, anyway, my interest was, even if you see the points and the likes, know how to round up between that. But that's one of the reasons. Let's move on. Use of comma. The comma is the most common mark of punctuation and the one with most complex uses. The following are some of them. 1. It helps make the internal structure of, okay, just read that about the comma, guys. No share. I'll give you 2 minutes. 3 minutes. Read about the comma on this document. Check about the comma there. We have read through those uses of comma, okay? We should read in detail. We're not going to go through each individual. So it helps to make the internal structure of a sentence clear in 3 ways. 1, separate elements that might otherwise be confused. This is perhaps the most important use of the comma, e.g., a teacher is here. All right, for example, there mentioned you can say, Devi, the student, our student, Devi, our lecturer, is here. This statement is ambiguous because there is needs. There is no connection, Devi, our lecturer. We need a verb there. But because there's no verb, we can say, Devi, our lecturer, is here, comma. Devi, comma, our lecturer is here. Okay? Or you can just say, Devi is our lecturer. Okay? Anyway, this statement is ambiguous as it is difficult to know if the statement is true about Mr. Devi or what. Then the other comma is used as coordinator to separate 2 main clauses or sentences, just by, and, but, or, nor, just, so far. But this is too old. Today, for journalists, for you to be understood, don't separate 2 sentences with an and. Just know that another sentence has started. Those who confuse people, don't be too wedded. Okay. We should also know comma separates contrasted elements in this or that construction. She is tired, not sick. Okay? That's an example. Okay, let me show you. I should say this. There's he was tired and he went to bed. Wear your jacket or you will catch cold. Yemi needs the scholarship but does not find the terms attractive enough. The first one, he was tired and he went to bed. Those can be, he went to bed because he was tired, simple. 10, make sure that you don't use and to connect sentences. Why this can say so? Sometimes we say for clarity, please avoid and to combine 2 sentences. I should emphasize on that. Comma often separates direct quoted material from the speech tag e.g. Yamikani or Tiamike said, can put a comma and then put in parenthesis, sorry, in the quote what she said. Exactly, isn't it? I don't like coming to school in the morning. That's an example, isn't it? This, comma, said gift or gift declared is my last time to be coming to Civil Stadium. That's an example. Comma separates elements in dates. Okay. 25th June 2004. 70. Okay. So I can say 50. Musukwa blah blah blah. Comma again. Meaning that's the age of somebody. You put a comma and then statement continues, isn't it? Just an example. So please, we'll not be mentioning everything here. You must read on your own. We cannot. These are the things that you just remind yourself, isn't it? Hey, these are just reminders. Uses of semicolon. Okay. It is erroneous to believe, as many students do, that semicolon is either a weak colon or a strong comma. No. Semicolon is best in pulling together and contrasting two independent clauses that would stand alone as sentences. Okay? Try this one. It looks like your collar. Okay. It it is sima and it in the sima. Okay? You will be healthy. These are two sentences. So you put, okay? Okay. So use a semicolon between independent clause joined by a transitional connective. Moreover, therefore, then, however, or nonetheless. He argued brilliantly. However, his opponent had a strong case. Where is this? Oh. Okay. Oh, ESCOM, At ESCOM Paul, isn't it? All right. So she failed at the examination, therefore she left. I think to me, putting a semicolon there, I wouldn't be very comfortable. You would put, when there's a therefore, however, you put a comma before therefore, you put a comma before however, and a comma after however, and a comma after therefore. Comma, just an example. Emily likes English, therefore, she is likely to do well in the subject. But this manual is telling us something different. They say we should put a semicolon here. Okay? That's odd. Put a comma, okay? Therefore, it's a complement to what say, isn't it? Therefore, but however, it's a contrast. Okay? If I say, however, he likes watching football on TV. Just an example, right? I'm just trying to contrast. Even the contrast is very big. However, it's a contrast. Eh? This one is a complement. Don't use them carelessly. So there is a comma here, but that document is telling us we should be putting a semicolon. This to me it's odd. Eh? Read more books. Don't not just read one book. Eh? Read more books. Eh? Read more books. When you read more books, you come to understand. Eh? Yeah. Don't just book with more wearing. Read more of them. Voila. You can even argue, say, yeah, it's about it. This is not right. Eh? Yeah. The guests included, okay, these are just the examples. We'll go read more on that. Let's move on to another one, specialized uses of colon. Now, colon, there's those two doors, isn't it? Semicolon. Colon. This is a colon, eh? Now, this is a semicolon. Now, I've been coughing, so I want to make my body a bit I've been a bit coughing, eh? Okay. Semicolon. This is a colon. They have two different uses. Let's look at that. What do they say? So here, after salutation, a formal letters, dear sir. Do we put a colon at dear sir? Sure. Is it what we've known? What do we put there? Between hours, yes, and minutes. That I would agree. But a dear sir, most of you put what? A comma, isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? But you can also put that one, also telling here. You can refer to that. This document, this book said this and that, isn't it? You can refer to that, no problem. But I would prefer that you put a comma there. Eh? Between volume and page, okay. So, other differences, for instance, you are referring, let's say this is Tiamiki who wrote this one, so you can say Suya, 2024, okay, comma, page 16. This is for Harvard and APA. But others would like say Suya 2024 16. That's what they mean there. Like this. Eh? When I see this CD reference, I will just know that you copied and pasted because we're not using that here. That means she wrote this one 2024 and this is on page what? 16, isn't it? This and other references, we call them, they have different names. Why can't they switch it off? Or report to ESCOM? They will take years. Okay. Then between time, okay, or in the Bible, when something's written like this, let's say, what would you use that? What is that? Eh? When you see this one, and it's about referring to the Bible, what is it? Yes. Yeah. Yes. So it's chapter 15, verses 19 to 26, isn't it? Yeah. So that's the use of this as well. Voila. Oh, then use of apostrophe. Okay, it is used to indicate. So the apostrophe, we said that is the comma hanging, isn't it? So it's used to possessive case, right? But when a word, voila, so when, for example, when we can say Chisomo's birthday. Today is Chisomo's birthday. You go to East Africa, they say birthday. But what about if it is James's birthday? How do you do this one? So just put it there, isn't it? You also have James's birthday. So when an S is at the end, this apostrophe just carries that. Okay. Voila. But others would say Charles. Then like that. I prefer that is correct. Okay. Then we have right. So others would put the second one, but I prefer the first one. So it's important to add that many writers prefer to omit the final S instead of James. Therefore, they wrote or they write adding just an apostrophe. Okay. So please don't do that. Don't put an apostrophe at the S at the end for a name, isn't it? Yeah. To indicate the omission of letters figure, I have, I can't, I cannot. You are, I will, hasn't, 60s. Okay, so this guy was born in the 1970s. Okay. You are. Like that. You are. Or rather, like that, isn't it? You didn't. You did not, isn't it? You know that, and several others. That's apostrophe. That's what's used for. A dash. It is important that students should not use comma, semicolon, or colon in place of a dash. The main uses of dash are: 1. To stress a phrase or a word at the end of a sentence, to allow interruption or unfinished construction. We would like to, he said, but we are, rather. We would like to, but we are, meaning we would like to, but we are. That's an interruption, Okay. That shows a sudden shift in thought. Okay. I thought you could help with seeing our lawyer, but perhaps we can wait. She's coming tomorrow. Maybe not. Okay. Yes, you're trying to interrupt to change your thought while you're thinking, isn't it? Yeah. But there are others more than like. Okay, let me check here. You're separating words. The doctor. Sorry, not that one. So you can to show a break in construction of thought. To show also which words are these. I'm thinking about words which are separated by a colon. Can someone help me with that? Which words to separate by a colon? 2 words. But yes. Some wouldn't write, for example, break down. Yes? You say break, comma, down. Can also be used there. But it depends on the test of your lecturer or your audience. Parentheses and brackets. As we agreed that parentheses are those round, isn't it? While brackets are those which are square. Yes. These are parentheses. You missed it. You were not there. These are parentheses. Don't call them brackets. Brackets are these. But if you want, you still insist, just say round brackets, square brackets, isn't it? Yeah. So put parentheses they're referring to. Put brackets. But if you're still in love with the word brackets, for this round brackets, square brackets. Yeah. Okay. So this one is like here, her husband, she married about a year ago, is the current head of department. So you want to emphasize who husband this one is, eh? His firm of chartered accountants. You can have the name there. It also to enclose or cross reference. So why are we doing this one? We're doing this one, guys, because our writing needs improving, eh? We need to read grammar. It's a mango color. There's no way you can improve by saying, Sindita Kulemba. Read books, read grammar. Grammar, even at the lowest point of primary, as I said, eh? Katengeni book lesson 5 and read it. Eh? That means you skip something, kumbuyo kukena kaje, unakapanga skip. Eh? Read those books. Ngati masama kuvuta, also read masama. Primary go. Eh? Go to secondary school. By the time you are somewhere, you find, because the understanding now is that you have matured. It is easy to understand Weki Yambuyo. That's why Kapita Standard 3, you're able to help what's Standard 1 with homework. Eh? Kapita Standard 6, what's Standard 3 Mamutandiza. Kapita Standard 8, Wambuyo Mamutandiza. Kapita secondary, remember what is primary. Eh? Meaning your understanding now has expanded. So go back to some of those things which are giving you a headache. Just read through. What English primary Jankatijai. Some of the things changed, didn't it? So to help you. Even myself, when my children will come, help me this sum. What the formula is? What are different what we are using? Eh? We are memorizing multiplication during our time and mental sums. My poems. Are there poems still today, guys? If you don't memorize a poem, my very great Tanja Jones. Hope Musuko Saboro poem. Hand. Pia, pia. Tomorrow you come, make sure you have memorized it. Multiply Kusogoro, Hope Musukwa. Can you multiply 7 from 7 times 1 up to 7 times 11, 12? What? You missed twice. You missed 4 times. You missed all. You get all the kicks. That's when you video nyumba lofira yonje. And parents not even say any human rights there. Like mwamenye mwana wangu say, please keep beating him. Sometimes you will sleep on the floor up. Of course, that is corporal punishment. What is the punishment today is that you are missing on knowledge. That's why I say don't use AI on the likes. Be as manual as possible to learn these things. Read them. For example, merenge. That is what we malembeana zijaso. English, one English here on my WhatsApp. My. Even Nigeria, mtumalemba ati tupita kwa pepero. Where is the M here? Tunasikia tu mbona lazima M tu. Kani yake ka style huyo ulisia anyway. You say, what are you writing? Have you seen this one? I'm in the middle of the pepero. What are you writing here? This is nonsensical. Even now, see, even the journalists of this are 2000 here. Number 90, late 90s. What is this? This one. And this one. This one. Yeah, but this you guys are writing these days. Atende kuja kuku. Asifa ndichi fineto. Tupita mapetela. Let's be serious with writing. Very serious. There's no joking about this. Leave those mayo as remember yours. Huh? Yeah. Also be careful, eh? Zunguzile my music munje. Don't that's just I don't like you no more. What kind of what kind of English that? Don't like you no more. Huh? You was. I've heard that one. They're rapping it. You was great. You was. We is. That's true. Huh? Okay. I know that in English there's not like abamboa. So you say, our lecturers, meaning you are help. What am I doing about it? Simu kutandiza lugani. Yes. Chombele wa jimena. Pora leo ndatuka kwa zuro. Tiboso. Poipanga cheki kwa singa ngabo. And 12. Thank you so much. Okay. Sometimes you want to repeat a sum previously stated, okay? I hereby enclose 60,000 kwacha to make up for. So the 60,000 kwacha, it's like this. I hereby, okay, enclose. Excuse me. 60,000 kwacha, right? So you want somebody to really, you can put it, isn't it? You can put that in parentheses, right? Parentheses. Round brackets if you want. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll have the hyphen. What is the difference between a hyphen and a dash? Okay. They serve too many purposes. A hyphen is shorter, eh? To divide a word, that's a hyphen. I was confused with a dash. The dash that leaves you in, right? But a hyphen can divide a word. Use a hyphen to break a word at the end of a line. One syllable breaks like so. That's not acceptable today. I think remember sentence said that word sikuta another line, isn't it? Hyphen. But don't do that in writing. I should encourage you that word let it start in a new line, the whole word. Not part word at the end, then another word start another line. The same word continue another line. No. Okay. So if, for instance, you're writing here, he enjoys jogging. Then hotel, for example, then me, this is the hyphen, meaning the line, this is the borderline, then it continues in another line like that. No, just take the whole word. He enjoys, rather enjoys jogging. That's a hyphen. So hyphenate that one. Don't hyphenate that one. But father-in-law, father-in-law. That's a hyphen, isn't it? Yeah. I was confused with the dash. Please remember, ignore that where I was saying a dash can be used to divide, to separate words. That is, please, and remove that one out of your heads. But it's a hyphen. Father-in-law, sister-in-law, okay. Ex-president, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. You can put that. Ex-husband, recorrect, and other things. Hyphenate. Most compounds begin with self. Self-satisfied. Self-government. Okay. T-shirt. X-ray. You know what I'm saying? T hyphen shirt. Yes. 21. 3/4. Okay. So you have, I don't know. What is this, guys? What is this? 3/4, isn't it? But it can also be called 3/4, isn't it? Okay. This is 3. What is this? 3/5. That one, That 3/5. This is what? Half, isn't it? Voilà. 1/6. 1/7. 7th. 1/6. 1/6. 1/7. 3/5. 1/6. 2/6. 1/6 without an S here. This is Kufika? But how should we say? But you cannot say that on radio, of course. We're talking about just talking, isn't it? Yeah. 1 in every 6. 1 in 2 in every 6, isn't it? So 2/6, for instance, just a third, 1 that already was. And what? 3 things, We're talking just what it is, but when it comes to writing, you avoid those things. You use other ways. Question and question marks, we should know that. Then there's underlining. Why do we underline? When? How? You know to underline, isn't it? Do you know to underline? We can say the past head. That means something is of importance, of emphasis. Okay. Let's move next to appropriate word usage. Guys, appropriate word usage. How do we use our words? Commercial. Let's not copy and paste. Why do we? Let's not copy and paste. Let's be confident. Let's use our language. Ask it when you want to ask it. I didn't put any marks, but I've just put a comment. I know, but I appreciate. You know that language for parliament is new to you, isn't it? So you were trying to read and say, what did they say? Dave, were you there? No, you were not there. Huh? Yes. Which one? Disjointed. Yes, disjointed. Yeah. But understand, when I make these comments, I don't mean to say it's a matter. You're learning. Keep working hard. You will be looking back at this, and even yourselves, you'll be laughing at what you were writing. Just as when you go back to year 1, you'll see what you were writing. Go to Form 4 and see what you were writing. Go to Form 2. Okay? Please, guys, always make sure you are in the library. Also find colleagues here. Some of your colleagues here are talented with more. Learn from them. It's not a competition. You can find out. Some of you have a lot of vocabulary, which is nice, but then you don't know how to use it. You just heap it there. Okay. So here, appropriate word usage, introduction. So here, we are talking about which are wrong words, which are right words. Okay. Let's start with these: affect and effect. Okay. Just a moment. Today is what? 3 and 24. Okay. So, affect, and then whose pen is this, guys? Don't be a minute away. Are you sure? Yours, eh? So that girl wants to steal it from you. Masega. You started laughing. You remember that biblical lady who stole somebody's child? Yeah? And then the king said, whose child this one? Everyone was saying it's my child. And then he took and asked, okay? Says, can let me show you the child in parts? The one who was not said, yes. I said, no, then give her. Yes? Knowing. All right. So we have effect, then we have affect. Okay. Effect, this is a noun, this affect is a verb, right? So when something affects you, the result is an effect. You know that, Yeah. This is affecting me. Oh, it's affecting. So what's the effect? What's the result? Yeah. Okay. So from this, they say affect means influence or pretend. Effect used as a verb, but you can also say effect as a verb, of course. Means make something to change. Can you effect these changes? Can you bring this to happen now? Okay. So when you use effect as a noun, it means result. But when you use it as a verb, it means, let me come again. So this one is a noun, this one is a verb. Affect means something that makes a change to affect it. Effect is the result. But when you say, can you effect this? If I want to use this as a verb now, is can you make it work? Can you bring results? Can you make it work? What's a mango yankura? Effect it. Okay. There are two ways I'm saying, isn't it? This one is a noun. Effective is a result of something that has affected you, right? Or what are the effects of smoking? What is the result of smoking? Then I can say, smoking will affect you. You see that, But then you say, hey, I have a plan. I want to open a studio. I want to do this. Can you effect that? Can you make it work? So I've changed that effect to a verb now, isn't it? Yeah. Some of these things, when you go out there, they're saying, this is management because people are just there on the surface. You might be talking to people whose language is not deep enough. I should say that. So effect means influence or pretend. Affect, that is. Effect used as a verb means bring about or cause. So when you use effect as a noun, it means a result. Here are some of the examples. The changes affected her work. She affected concern, but she wasn't interested. Her effected important changes. He effected. So this president has effected, had made changes. The effect of changes was great efficiency. Okay. Aggravate, irritate. To aggravate is mostly to make things worse. Example, the problem was aggravated by lost staff. But to irritate, to make angry, right? This is really irritating. Hey, don't aggravate the situation. Don't make the situation worse. Anticipate, expect. Use see to foresee. Anticipate to prepare for something. It does not have same meaning as expect. Expect is to okay. Anticipate is when you is an expectation, but here it's a planned one. Okay, but expectation is something that is not planned. It is out of your control. What do you expect tomorrow? Just general, right? I expect to find 10 students in the class, but I anticipate good performance from you guys because I'm teaching you so that you do perform well. Something is being done when you anticipate something. So read of those terms. We have several of them. See what I will have to read them here. But I will take those words here. Or I find them in your statements or your features. Okay. Okay. We can stop there for now. I want you, let's go back to our feature writing things. We don't have Caroline today. We don't have Shireen. I think I know Mala Monto. Where are they? That